So today's topic is application of normal distribution. Already we have learned about different types of distribution, especially continuous, discrete. So normal is basically a continuous distribution. So there is a probability density function. So let normal m comma sigma square distribution, and or this is known as Gaussian distribution. M is the mean of the distribution, sigma is the standard deviation of the distribution. So sigma square is the variance. So a continuous random variable x having spectrum minus whole real line is said to follow a normal distribution if the probability density function of x is given by fx equal to 1 by root over 2 pi into sigma e to the power minus x minus m whole square by 2 sigma square, and m comma sigma are the two parameters of the distribution. So you have two parameters, mean and standard deviation, for a normal distribution. Now what is standard normal distribution or normal 0 comma 1 distribution? If we put m equal to 0 and sigma equal to 1, then the resulting normal distribution is called a standard normal distribution. The standard normal PDF and distribution functions are usually denoted by the symbols phi and this bold phi respectively, capital Phi, which are given by phi x equal to 1 by root over 2 pi e to the power minus x square by 2. Just you need to substitute m equal to 0 and sigma equal to 1 in this distribution PDF of x, probability density function of x, normal distribution. So you will have this phi x. This is your probability density function of the standard normal distribution, and this is your distribution function 1 by root over 2 pi minus infinity to x e to the power minus t square by 2 dt. So this is your distribution function and this is your PDF for a standard normal distribution. Now actually there are some useful result concerning a normal distribution. Probability of m minus sigma less than x less than m plus sigma is given by 0.6827. That is the area of the region bounded between m minus sigma and m plus sigma is 0.6827, and the probability of m minus 2 sigma less than x less than m plus 2 sigma is 0.9545. Also probability of m minus 3 sigma 3 times sigma less than x less than m plus 3 times sigma is almost 0.9973. Okay, m and sigma two parameters. So these results can be visualized graphically, right? So you look at that, the region, the pink region, that is from m minus mu minus sigma to mu plus sigma. In this case, in the graph we are using mu instead of m. So the region is 68.27%, and if you take the region from mu minus 2 sigma to mu plus 2 sigma, then that is almost 95.45%, the area under the bell shaped curve. Okay, and if you take mu minus 3 sigma to mu plus 3 sigma, then the region is almost 99.73%. So that was the data, that was the actual region calculation. For calculation purpose it is, we can use this. So this is the probability, or you can say this is the area of that region under the curve. So let us have some application on that. The weight of a student in a college is normally distributed with m is equal to 40 and sigma equal to 5 kg. Find the percentage of the students that have weight greater than 40, greater than 50 between 38 and 52. And the given data is 1 by root over 2 pi minus infinity to 2 e to the power minus t square by 2 dt is 0.9772. What is the meaning of that? The meaning of that, you have this normal curve, bell-shaped curve. This is the origin, and this is suppose minus infinity, and 2 is somewhere on the positive direction. So this region minus infinity to 2, this region, the area of the region or the probability value is given by 0.9772. Okay, this region is given by 0.9772. And similarly, minus infinity to 0.4, this region is given by 0.6554. And also minus infinity to 2.4, the region is 0.9918. So this is the meaning of that starting from minus infinity to the left of the ordinate at x equal to 2, the probability is 0.9772, or the area of the region is 0.9772. So now let us calculate the probability greater than percentage of students greater than 40. So in that case, how will you proceed? So let me write x follows normal distribution, right? What is the mean? Mean is 40, and what is the standard deviation? 5. So normal 40, 5 square distribution. So that means x approximately follows a random variable normal distribution corresponding to a weight of a students, where x is a random variable corresponding to the weight of a student. That means that, and x follows a normal distribution with mean 40 and standard deviation 5. So you have to find probability of x greater than 40 first. Not greater equal to, you have to find x greater than 40, right? Greater than 40. So how will you calculate that? So x follows normal distribution. Let us transform this to z, that is standard normal distribution. So if x is normal distribution, normal m comma sigma squared distribution, and so in that case your z will be normal 0 comma 1, right? So z is the standard normal variable. So how will you get z? Z is nothing but your x minus m by sigma. This is the transformation. This is the transformation you have to use for z, standard normal distribution. So let me transform x minus mean is 40 by sigma, sigma is 5, greater than 40 minus 40 will be 0. So this is nothing but your probability of z greater than 0, right? Okay, so z greater than 0, and this is given probability of, if you have a probability standard normal, this is a standard normal curve, this mean is 0, so probability of z greater than 0 is 0.5, and probability of less than z less than 0 is 0.5. So you have a probability 0.5, or the area of the region is 0.5, right? So hence the required percentage is 50% in this case. So you have the first answer, right everybody? So if you draw the diagram, you will get everything. Now in the next case, greater than 50. So let me write once again probability of x greater than 50, right? Again you have to take the transformation to the transforms to standard normal distribution. So probability of z greater than 50 minus 40, 50 minus 40 by 5, that is probability of z greater than 2, right? And z greater than 2 means, if you draw the region, if you draw the bell-shaped region, this is your origin, this is your 2, so z greater than 2 means this region. Now how will you calculate this region? You don't have the data with this region, because you have a data minus infinity to 2. You don't have 2 to infinity. তাহলে you have to find out this region. Now you can calculate total probability under the curve, or total region under the curve is 1 approximately. 1 minus probability of z less than equal to 2. You can calculate like this. So you are subtracting this region from the total region. You are subtracting this region from the total region. So that is why you are writing 1 minus probability of z less than equal to 2. And z less than equal to 2 is given here. This region z less than equal to 2 is 0.9772. So this actually denotes probability of z less than equal to 2. Either you can denote it by the integration, or you can write by z, the standard normal distribution, z less than equal to 2. So you can write 1 minus 0.9772, 0.9772, and if you calculate, it will be 0.0228. So if you take the percentage, 2.3% students will be having weight greater than 50. Okay, that is how you have to calculate with the normal distribution, and you have to apply the transformation with the standard normal distribution and calculate the, because the values are given from the table. Why you are using the standard normal distribution? That is the usual question. Why I need to shift to the standard normal distribution? Because all the data and the table is in the given in the form of standard normal values. Standard normal values are given the data, so you have to convert, and the last portion is between 38 and 52. So let me show you the last portion. So probability of 38 less than x less than 52, right? So if you take again the transformation, 38 minus 40 by 5, so it's minus 0.4 less than z less than 2.4. So that is your value in the standardized value. You have to make it standardized. That is the standard normal distribution value. So you see so if you draw the diagram, if you draw the region once again, so this is your standard normal curve, this is your 0, this is your minus 0.4, right? This is the ordinate minus 0.4, and this is your 2.4. So you need the value, this region you have to calculate, or this probability you have to calculate. So how will you calculate? You can calculate this total region up to minus infinity to 2.4, and this is symmetric distribution, symmetric about the origin. So you can calculate, you can write phi. So I am writing phi 2.4. So what do you mean by phi 2.4? Phi 2.4 means the value from minus infinity to 2.4. The ordinate, the region left to the ordinate 2.4. The region starting from minus infinity to the left of the ordinate 2.4, that is phi 2.4, and minus phi of minus 0.4. Okay, so this is the region. This region, if you subtract this total region with this region, you will get the region. So phi of minus a, how will you calculate phi of minus a? Minus a, I am talking about minus a. Let me show you minus a. This is your 0, this is your minus a, any value, a is any value, and this is your a. So minus a means this region is equal to this region, same, because this is symmetric. So how will you calculate this region? 1 minus this total region, total probability is 1, and if you subtract minus infinity to a, if you subtract minus infinity to a from 1, you will get this portion, this dotted portion. Okay, and this portion is nothing but your this portion, this minus a, before minus a. So we can write phi of 2.4, and this phi of minus a is nothing but your 1 minus phi of 0.4. Okay, and look at that, all the values are given. Phi 2.4 is given in the problem. Yes, phi 2.4 minus infinity to 2.4 is 0.9918 and minus infinity to 0.4 is 0.6554. So if you substitute, you will get the answer. So in this case you will get the probability. Actually phi is nothing but your region, your probability. Actually it's giving you the probability distribution. So minus infinity to 2.4. So similarly you have to calculate, if you want to calculate phi of minus a, then it is nothing but phi of minus a is equal to phi of a. It's same, phi of minus a is equal to 1 minus phi of a, 1 minus phi of a, right? So this is how you can calculate phi of a. Okay, now next example, this is for you, you have to try this. I am not going to solve this problem. The length of bolts produced by a machine is normally distributed with parameters m and sigma, m equal to 4, sigma equal to 0.5. A bolt is defective if its length doesn't lie in the interval 3.84.3. So it is defective if it lies in this range. Find the percentage of defective bolts produced by the machine. So I am giving you a hint over there. You have to calculate probability of 3.8 less than x less than 4.3, right? But you have to write x follows normal distribution, approximately follows normal distribution with mean 4 and sigma and standard deviation 0.5 square, right? So this is the thing you have to write. Okay, now let me and you can do that because the data is given here. So you have 5.6 and 5.4 is given here because it's a region minus infinity to 0.6 minus infinity to 0.4. So you can calculate similarly, you can draw the region, you can put the normal distribution to standard normal form, standardized values. You can use the standardized values, and using these results you can get the answer. Let me move to the next problem, number 3. So our random variable x is normal 50, 20. Find probability of mod x minus 50 less than equal to 20. So you can write probability of mod x minus 50 less than equal to 20 equal to probability of minus 20 less than equal to x minus 50 less than equal to 20, right? You can write that and you can use a standardized value. Okay, what is the normal? A 50 and standard deviation is 20. So you can this is already in this form, so you can write dividing by 20, you can get x minus 50 by 20 equal to 1. So this is nothing but your standard form. Standardized value is minus 1 less than z less than equal to 1. So z is your standard normal distribution, right? It is standard form. So again you can write phi 1 and phi minus of phi of minus 1, right? Phi 1 and phi of minus 1. So you can write again the values given, and using the formula you can get the answer. Okay, now again you can write here phi of 1. Phi of 1 is given in the problem. What is phi of 1? Minus infinity to 1, 0.843. This is your phi 1. Okay, and phi of minus 1 is 1 minus phi of 1. Okay, so this is the thing. And lastly you have a IQ problem. You can calculate the IQ of the students whose mean is given here, and m equal to 100 and sigma is equal to 10. If the total number of students in the class is 700, they find the number of students who have IQ greater or equal to 115. So in that case also you can calculate by probability of x minus, okay, x, if your IQs is represented by x, then x minus, you can x greater equal to, sorry, x greater equal to 115, you have to calculate this, and x minus 100 is the mean, so you can check the standardized value, you can get the result, and you can calculate with this given data, you can find out the value. Lastly, you will calculate the probability. Actually, suppose this is the probability, and this probability will be, suppose, 0.06. so what is the number of students? Lastly you have to multiply it with 700 to get the exact number of students in this case. Okay, and yeah, you have another problem, how to calculate mean and sigma. Suppose mean and sigma is not given, but you have only given the probability. So using this result, you have to calculate the mean and sigma. You can try this also. This is also for your assignment. So you check these results and this valuable lecture for your better understanding. In case of normal distribution, you can check this calculations, theoretical portions, how to calculate the region. You can draw the region, you can get the values and find the solution. Okay, so this rest of the problems are for you. Okay, all of you, thank you all of you. So I'll stop here.